All right, everybody. We're going to have a spectacular time tonight. It's amazing that I'm out here in this beautiful environment with trees behind me. I think there's families all around. They're home just being with families and doing the things they need to do. Tonight, the learning and education is for you. It's for everything that you've ever wanted and wanted to learn. It's Mr. Bill Walsh, our CEO, and Mr. Michael Gerber. Yeah, there's a fly. I'm outside. Mr. Michael Gerber from eMyth wrote it. It's going to be powerful, the learning, the education. See, the sun came right out too. I had all the lining perfect. You know what? Do what it takes and you keep going. You don't stop. The sun's out, clouds go out. I did a call today with Austin all about the internet, which was brilliant, and it started to rain. So we continue on. You move forward in this environment and you don't stop. You don't stop till it's that's the name of a song. So again, my name is Michael Silvers. I'm Executive Vice President with Power Team. I'm so excited to have all of you on. It's great. What I'd like you to do, hey, and if by the way, if you want to type in your name and where you're from, that would be great. And if you could start your Facebook streams, that would be fantastic. Hi, Tripper. How are you? Hey, Ron. If you could start your Facebook streams right now, that would be great. Share it, party, watches. I'm going to jump onto my actually Twitch right now. So I'm jumping onto my Twitch account because we have not officially started. And I'm jumping into my Twitch account. I'm going to say hello. Hey, Michelle from Vegas. I'm going to go in right now. I'm going to turn my sound down so you don't hear me twice because of the delay. I'm going to type hello to everyone. Fantastic. And I'm going to start a party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it out. I'm going to host a channel. So what that does is that will put it out to people I know. Here we go. So now I've started that on my Twitch. If you'd like to also do that on your stream, that would be great. Your Facebook, or you can do BillWalshLive.com. Send that out to everybody you know right now. We know people are getting on. As you get on, my name is Michael Silvers again. I'm Executive VP for Global Training for Power Team. It's amazing to have you all on. I'm going to have our amazing CEO on here in just a couple minutes with Mr. Michael Gerber from who wrote Myth, and it's just brilliant. So you want to share that. But while we're still getting on and letting everybody get on, if you'd like to share that, that would be fantastic. Share it with everybody that you know. Start to load the box. Really give them that education and training that they should have, because it's all about education and it's all about training, and it's making a difference in what you do every day. Maybe you're at home. Maybe you're an essential worker who at this moment it's something to learn from. And yes, these are all recorded. I get that question every time. And we're also going to have soon, which we'll be announcing, a success club if you want to be part of, because we are a company that had hundreds and hundreds of events live every year, which we're going to have. We're just being safe for everyone. But now we have a whole virtual suite and network. We have calls every single day that we love you to be part of, because that's really important to be part of that. So we're going to get going here in just a couple minutes, because what happens is when you turn the feed on, just a little education, the feed opens up. It takes people, sometimes they have to look on their phone and they go, oh, the call is now. And what happens, they got to punch it, open it up. And so that's 2 or 3 minutes for some people. So we're just letting everybody get on the line. If you could share this right now with everybody you know, that would be so appreciated, because we bring the best of the best on the planet to you from Power Team. And what we really want is for you to be able to have that learning, but not just you, because remember, when you share with one other person, you've also educated them. You've made a difference, and that learning is huge. So if you want to, again, just type your name and where you're from so we can welcome you. I know we've got people on the line right now from Arizona and Nevada, and we have people on from Washington State, and I see some from California that I know. Yeah, Los Angeles. I saw it right away. That's awesome. Please let us know where you're from. We did a call just the other day. We had people on from London. They stayed up late, right? I love that. And gentlemen from India. We also have our network at noon, where we do a lot of networking together. So I think that's really important to know that. But share this call right now. So BillWalshLive.com. Share it with everybody you know. There we go. Now the numbers are going up. So know when you run calls, for the first 2 or 3 minutes, you've got to let people come on. You got to let them get on, and then they start their watch parties. Like I started a host party on Twitch. You got to let them have time to do that. But sometimes it doesn't happen the stream. There we go. The numbers are going up again. And this is just one of our streams I'm looking at. So it's great to see all of you on, and it's a great night. And I'm just waiting. And I'm using a StreamYard. I'm using a system right now where I can see the speakers as they come on. Because I do the Thursday. So on Thursdays, we have a summit from 1 to 5 this Thursday. And the great thing about that is we're going to have amazing speakers. Mr. Bill Walsh, I'll be emceeing it. It's training all day long, and it's education for you, which is really what you want. We're going to have one of the gentlemen who probably was absolutely one of the founders in most of our camps of marketing online and how to make money. And it's going to be brilliant. And he's going to bring you so much content information. You're going to be taking lots of notes. So that is a big difference. All right, Chicago is now in the house. It's great. The numbers are going up as I see. This is perfect. We'll get going in just 2 minutes here. We're going to get started in 2 minutes. It's going to be a great thing again. Know that the education you're going to have, get ready for it. So first of all, get a pad of paper or pen, right? Get whatever it is you need to take notes. There's going to be a lot of notes to take tonight. We work with very successful people they take notes. Mr. Brian Tracy, who was on our call a couple of weeks ago, and we have that all recorded, takes more notes than anybody. I thought Mr. Bill Walsh takes a lot of notes. And Brian every time he's on a call, he's taking notes. Every time he's learning, he's taking notes. He's done that for many, many, many years, as most of us know how long he's been around. And it's always about education and learning and how that really comes into being and how that affects your system. Take notes, because then you can look at them later and you can really match it to your business now and how that works. Fantastic. Again, everybody, if you want to tell us your name and where you're from or where you're dialing in from or where you're not calling in this time because you're watching the stream, let us know. And we'll keep saying thank you to all of you. We're going to get going here in just about 1 minute. We're going to start just in about 1 minute. So know that we have a lot of different courses. We are a large company. We have hundreds of trainings every single year live. We have now a whole virtual suite. Monday, we do entrepreneurship. Tuesday, internet marketing. Wednesday, how to speak to sell. And Bill will talk about that, I'm sure. Thursday from 1 to 6, we have a summit, which is just speakers giving you education, content, and training. Hey, Northern California is in the house. All right. Oh, fantastic. New York, New Jersey's in the house. Houston's in the house. This is great. Okay, see, and watch the numbers going up. You can even see on your own streams. You're letting people have enough time to get into the stream. And we also have networking at noon, which we can talk about too. So we are about to start. I'm just checking with the panel because I can see the panel. And I'll let you know if we're ready to go. All right. Yeah, fine. Tuning in from Jersey City. Fantastic. Awesome. And keep launching those watch parties. Keep it growing. This is information that will bring you to that next level. Again, we've been around a long time. Power Team is a powerhouse. You'll find out more information because our CEO is about to come on. And it is truly a great time to be alive and a great time to be doing what we're doing. I'm just waiting for the sequence here. So when you do calls, just another thing quickly, sometimes speakers can't dial in. Sometimes they can't get into the system. Sometimes they can't get the camera working. It's all fine, right? We're all at home. And as we're at home, we're doing this together. So right now you're with us as a partner and you're with us as a team. And we are ready to go. All right. My name is Michael Silvers, Executive Vice President of Global Training for Power Team. I am so excited tonight that my mentor, somebody that I've learned a tremendous amount from. I've been on stages all around the world. I've spoken in front of thousands of people. I've seen people go to the back and get their lives changed. This next gentleman I'm about to bring on changed my life and my family's life. He is a gentleman. He is there for your education. He has spoken all around the world. He has spoken in most countries that I know. And he's created a system a long time ago that changed thousands and thousands of lives, and it will make a difference for you. So without any further ado, the CEO and founder of Power Team, we are there for you every day. I'd like to introduce my mentor, my friend, Mr. Bill Walsh.
What's up, young man?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, good to see you, buddy.
Have an amazing call.
Yeah, thanks for being on, and thanks for all that you do. And there's no doubt, just so you guys know, Michael's really become an integral part in our growth. He's helped us quite a bit. He does speak and travel for us all over the country. He also hosts many of these calls you see each week. We had 3 calls today. One called Network at Noon, which was incredible. Every Tuesday, Thursday, free networking, free speaking, great way to connect with people. Just write down networkatnoon.com. It's easy, it's free, and it's fun. It's just like going to a live event. We were very honored to have Austin Walsh speak this afternoon all about internet marketing and how to connect and do conversions. And he gave you probably 35 tools in 35 minutes. So just get plugged in for that. We see a lot of folks plugging in. Please keep sharing this with your group. We're going to bring Mr. Michael Gerber on here in a second. I'm just making sure that he's ready to go. I don't see you in the camera line, so just turn your camera on, Michael, if you're ready to go. I just want to let you guys know that our next speaker is someone that he's world-renowned, obviously ranked #1 by Inc. magazine for helping small business. He's the author of the New York Times best-selling book, E-Myth and E-Myth Revisited. But more importantly, he's just absolutely committed to the success of other people. You know, he has his principles, which I'll have him talk a little about tonight. I shared some of that with everybody. But he's worked with small companies to mega companies, from ideas of companies to turning those ideas into 10,000, 100,000, 50,000 person employee organizations. And tonight we're going to move you into something called the Dream Room. And for those that are lucky, Michael's asked to work with 10 of our rock star entrepreneurs from around the country listening tonight. 10 he'll work with in one group, and he'll take 2. Only 2 tonight that he'll work with privately, where you'll get to go spend a whole day with Michael to work on your business. So if you really do think that you believe in what Michael's put together and you love his work, we'll give you an opportunity to apply for this. And a member of our team will call you. They'll interview you, talk about your business, and see if it actually makes sense for you to have the opportunity to work with Mr. Michael Gerber. So it's pretty exciting, Michael E. Gerber. It's very exciting to have someone like this who I've watched his work over the last decade, and I've watched him be able to help a lot of people. But I also know that he told me, he said, Bill, he said, I'm just not done, man. He said, I got more to give. He said, there's so much more in the tank. And I said, that's awesome. And I think it's important for you to make sure tonight you take a lot of notes, because I'm going to open up the floor, let him kind of just go with the flow, and share with you lots of great stuff to help you, once again, launch, grow, and build a much better business. And I will tell you this too, it's super important that you do this, is that make sure that you read over the notes over and over again. But if you do really have a passion to work with Michael, either in a small group of 10 or to be one that's lucky enough to be privately coached by Michael for a whole day with him, I'm going to give you a text on the screen later, but it's really simple. Just text the word E-Myth to 26786 anytime during the broadcast, and our team will follow the next 48 hours to interview you to see if you are a good fit for the program, and then we'll get you connected directly with Michael. But tonight is really just tons of great content, tons of great information to help you understand that what does it look like and what does it sound like for an individual that's actually coached and helped hundreds of thousands of businesses around the world really step up and take ownership and create some massive success. So with that, let me do this. I'm going to add Michael Gerber to the stream. Michael, you ready? Let me bring you on. I see you're on 2 screens here, so I'm not sure which screen you want to come in on. But let me see if I can open this up.
I'm here. I'm here.
Are you here?
Can you hear me?
You're on the other. You got 2 streams open. So let me try to go to the other stream. Let's see if I can find you there. There we go. You ready to go? I think I can see you now. You just got to turn on your microphone now. You got your mic on one, and you got your video on the other. Let me see if you can turn it, because I heard you on the other one. Technology, it's okay. We'll get it figured out. But I will once again make sure you understand that he has so much information to share with you, and I want you to just be ready to take a lot of notes. So Michael, if you could just turn your video on so we can see you, and then we can actually hear the sound, and we'll kind of bring you up on the screen here in a second. And make sure, Michelle, that's Michael E. Gerber. Very important to put that E in there. And also, if you're listening tonight, please share this right now. We're loading up these lines tonight. We have a capacity of a bit number of lines, but I can see that a lot of folks are adding in. Please continue to put together watch parties. And Michael, as soon as you just text me you're ready, I'll bring you on back onto the stream. So I can see, I just can't see you. That's all. So, and I will tell you this, that transition starts with a decision. Transition and elevation starts with a decision. On March 15th, we had no digital events, 0. By March 26th, we had booked over 40 digital events before the end of the year. We launched our first digital event, which happens again tomorrow, with Laurel Langmeyer and Mike Filsain, who sold more than $100 million online. will be online tomorrow with our group. And also Dr. Freddie Behan, leadership expert, super entrepreneur, Renaissance man. But we launched all that in 11 days. It wasn't 3 months or 3 years, 11 days. We brought on speakers like Sharon Lechter and Mark Victor Hansen and all these amazing people, all from phone calls made while we were running a program down in South Florida. I share this with you because, and we launched everything for less than about $1,000. It wasn't like we spent a ton of money on this stuff. We just learned there's a lot of great digital tools out there that you can utilize for next to nothing. Let me see if Michael's ready to go. I'll try to bring him on one more time. Michael, you ready to go there? Well, I can see you, but I can't hear you. So let me try the other stream. Maybe the other stream works better. Let me try this one. Hang on a second. Now I think I can hear you, but maybe I can't see you. Now I think this one's gone, so we'll get rid of that one altogether. I can see here. Just try to turn on your microphone somewhere. Somewhere there should be a microphone on your computer, or okay the mic. I know that last time we tried this, it took a few minutes, but still can't hear you, buddy. No sound. But I can certainly see you. And we see you working in the office over there. We keep adding more streams on, so let me just kind of bring him down for 1 second. If he gets it ready, let's have him text me. But I want to share with you a couple of things while we're bringing Michael on that was super helpful to move from. And I just got asked by a major television network to talk about what are some things you can do right now to elevate your life and your business. And I'm going to tell you this tonight is that you've got to make a decision. You've got to make a decision that you've got something great up here that you'd like to bring to the whole marketplace. And the minute you'll do that, you'll begin to find there are some really inexpensive tools you can use to make that happen a whole lot faster. So part of that is realizing that the game has changed. So just write that down. The game has changed forever. The question is are you going to innovate with the change? Are you going to move with the change? Or are you going to watch the change? Because in life and business is either you make it happen, you watch it happen, or you wonder what happened, right? So tonight, I just want to share with you the ideas that we had on that date, March 15th, right? And 11 days later came out that I did a tremendous amount of research. I did a lot of soul searching in terms of how do I study all this stuff? And I began to study all the tools that were working for digital that could be used to build communities. And one of the first tools I found, and I want you to write this down, was Mingle, MINGL.no. Mingle is by far one of the newest cool tools out there for entrepreneurs. You can build your website in 5 minutes. You can create groups in less than 10 minutes. You can begin to broadcast to those groups for free worldwide. You can set up multiple groups and broadcast worldwide via text, drop some videos to them, whatever you want, all through a simple free app. And the neat part about it, gives your own QR code. They opt into the QR code or give them your direct link. They can build a website and launch in less than 10 minutes, all for free. Then, of course, we look for streaming services, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. We're on Twitch tonight. So for all of our Twitch followers, thanks for being on tonight. Please go follow us on Twitch. Twitch.com is by far one of the leading companies that's out there that creates groups. And now for the first time ever, you can get paid to build subscribers. They can pay you $3 to $25 a month, to be a subscriber to your network. Just go give great content. And we learned about Twitch. I've never used Twitch before, but I'll tell you something. We're pretty excited about it now. Let me see if we got Michael back on. I'll try him one more time. Let me see. Michael, did you get this thing figured out down there? I don't see him at all now. Let me try this one over here.
I've got the sound figured out.
So just turn on your video. When you're coming in, it's going to ask you, do you want your camera on? So just turn on your camera.
I understand you want my camera on, Bill, but it's not working.
Okay,
the only thing that's
your camera now.
Working, Bill.
Hang on a second. Let me try over here. Hang on a second. And I see you there. We're getting this, guys, and I appreciate everybody's patience. Thanks so much. I know technology is not always your friend, but you know what? We're getting it. We're getting it there. But let me just see if I can bring him in again. I had him there for a second. Michael, all we can do is just kind of keep clicking. I'll see if you come back on. But it is really, really important that as you're going to launch something like this, I think you need to be open to the fact that with change, you've got to be flexible. And flexibility, please write this down, that flexibility is power. If my team can post that, flexibility is power. You know, we don't realize how good we can be until we're challenged. But when you're challenged, it brings out the best in you, or it brings out the worst in you. And that's why it's so important. Don't try to do all this stuff by yourself, right? Get a few of these tools going right now, though. Create some audios and videos. This becomes product. This product can become your membership site. This membership site can pay you for the rest of your life. See, we don't realize that people around the world are craving good content. You can create content, launch a membership site for $100 a month. You got 20 members that like your stuff. That's an extra $2,000 a month coming in. 100 members, what is that? What's 100 times 100? Oh, that's right. That's a lot of money, yes or no? That's an extra $10,000 a month. So begin to think about it today. 100 times 100. Could you serve 100 people with your message, your story? We've got over 100 initial streams here tonight, not to mention all the broadcasts on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. We're on every channel tonight, right? But it doesn't matter, because what comes down to is that, can you do this, right? Can you decide today that the intellectual property you have up here needs to be brought to the marketplace? And the minute you make that decision, you're going to start to realize that if someone else can do it, you can do it better. You can interview people. You can bring on people like Michael Gerber, like incredible people, and share their story and let people connect with them. But at the same time, while you're promoting them, it's also helping your stream. You're helping others get their message out there. And these streams, I think our total budget for our streaming system is under $100 a month. We're paying $100,000 a month just for events. More than that, some of the big convention centers we're renting, right? Incredible amounts of money that now we can broadcast and have a room like this. And I'm surprised that some people aren't here. But, you know, they get busy. I understand that. Let me see if we can bring Michael on. We're going to try this one more time. Michael, we got you there. Any luck with the sound? Maybe we'll bring on three. Let's do this. Michael, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
so let's do it this way. I'm going to put you on two screens. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to keep one screen just for the sound, and I'll keep one screen for you. Sound good? Are you okay with that?
I'm fine. I've been fine all this time.
Well, I know, but nobody could see you. We couldn't hear you. So it just, you know, this is at least what will make it work this way. So you've got it. So one screen will be your sound. One screen will be your video. I'm going to jump off the screen and let you go on your own. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good time with our group. They're excited to hear from you.
Wonderful. Hello, folks. Can you hear me? I hope you can, because I have a lot to say to you in the short time I have to be with you. I'm Michael E. Gerber, the author of the E-Myth books. There are now 30 some odd books, all of them dedicated to the process of going to work on your company, not just in your company. The failure of most people in business has nothing to do with technology. It has nothing to do with aspirations. It has nothing to do with the process. It has to do with the beingness of the people who do what it is you're intending to do. Now, hear me. This can sound terribly contradictory to what Bill Walsh has told you, but they live side by side. And my side is your side coming inside for you to truly begin to operate from a completely new perspective. Now, hear me. When I say a completely new perspective, this is Steve Jobs' perspective. This is Walt Disney's perspective. This is Bill Gates' perspective. This is the monumental entrepreneurs of all time perspective. This is Oprah's perspective. This must become your perspective. Not to operate a little business to create a little income, but to truly transform the state of small business, of mid-market companies, of large companies on the planet. But you have to begin with a process. And that process is what I deliver in the dreaming room. We've had monoliths in my dreaming room. And one CEO from a monster company you all know, before he became a monster company, came up and asked me "So Gerber, what's this dreaming shit?" He actually said that. And I said, "Sit down and spend the next 2.5 days with me, and you'll understand what this dreaming shit is. And you'll suddenly come face to face with something you have never, ever seen before." And I'm suggesting to every single one of you listening to me that you have never, ever seen before what I'm going to share with you here in the time that I have left. So what is that? What is that thing you've never seen before? Well, let me talk about it in 4 very distinct compartments. The first one is a dream. Martin Luther King Jr. said it in Washington, D.C., with the thousands who stood there to listen to him. He said, and you know he said this, "I have a dream." But Steve Jobs said, "I have a dream." And Oprah Winfrey said, "I have a dream." And every great revolutionary on the planet has begun that revolution with a dream. In short, never to think small, but to think tall in a process that nobody has ever described to them. I've been describing that process now for over 43 years when I started my company way back then in 1977. It was the Michael Thomas Corporation. It was the very first business development firm on the planet. We were the very first coaching company on the planet. But we didn't start it to become the very first coaching company on the planet. I had a dream way back then in 1977, and we were very explicit about what we said it to be. Our dream was to transform the state of small business worldwide. And in order to transform the state of small business worldwide, we had to transform the state of entrepreneurship worldwide. And once we had transformed the state of entrepreneurship worldwide and transformed the state of small business worldwide, we then realized that we were going to transform the state of economic development worldwide. Hear this, feel this, in 1977. And today my books have sold in the millions. The E-Myth Revisited, Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It, is the most profoundly successful small business development book on the planet. Every single year since the day that book was published in 1995, every year more people buy the E-Myth Revisited than any year before. Every year. Think about that. And there's not a word about the internet, and there's not a word about technology, and there's not a word about all the stuff that you now have available to you, and that's being promoted to you. We started out with you, with every human being who aspired to create a great growing company. Every single human being who aspired to have a profound impact on their family, on their community, on the state they lived in, on the world they lived in. Every single one of us who are called from inside. That's what we have been doing all these years. And I'm here to explain to you the process which is at the foundation of every great growing company. And the first is, I have a dream. Write that down. I have a dream. What is my dream? I have no idea what my dream is. And we're not suggesting you just make up a dream. You have to experience your dream. Just like Oprah, did way back then before she became Oprah? What was at the center of Oprah's heart and mind and soul? Oprah had a dream. She's living her dream today. You can. Everybody can. But you've got to do the work of it. And the work of it is first, have a dream and to discover what that dream is. The second step in the process, in the dreaming room, is I have a vision. Now you got to understand the difference between a dream and the vision is very, very clear. In short, I'm defining a process for you. The first step is the dream. The second step is the vision. The third step is your purpose. And the fourth step is your mission. I have a dream, I have a vision, I have a purpose, I have a mission. In short, your company is going to have to operate in the world. And therefore, your vision must be clearly stated as to how you're going to achieve your dream. How are you going to design this company of yours? My vision way back then in 1977, yes, my partner, Tom, the Michael Thomas Corporation, I, Michael, went away for months working on this process. Why are we here? Why are we here? What are we really trying to do? Are we trying to create a coaching company? Why in the world would you create a coaching company? Nobody was creating coaching companies. But here we were thinking about it in a completely different way than anybody else on the planet. Hear me. Way back then, in the primitive days, way back then in 1977, my vision was to invent the McDonald's of small business consulting. Please get that. To invent the McDonald's of small business consulting. Why McDonald's? What did that have to do at all with what we were talking about? Because McDonald's then and McDonald's today is the most successful small business in the world. Hear that. The most successful small business in the world, founded by Ray Kroc, who was 52 when he started McDonald's. What's your trouble? 52 when he started McDonald's. And he took that model and he went to Des Plaines, Illinois, and he opened his first store in Des Plaines, Illinois. And when he did that, he then began to create his franchise prototype. Store number 1 became the model for store number 50, 70, 3,000. Think about it, 37,000. A perfect template upon which he created this most exquisite design. So what he did was to design, build, launch, and grow McDonald's. And guess what? You get to do that too. Your McDonald's. Now hear me. If you take what I just said literally, you're not in the fast food business. But you understand, McDonald's never was either. It was a filling station. Fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. That's what Ray Kroc did, and he did it in exactly the same way because he built a turnkey system to do that. Visually, emotionally, functionally, financially. But before that, he had to create the platform for that. And the platform for that was Ray Kroc's dream, vision, purpose, and mission. Just like Steve Jobs was, just like Oprah's was, just like Walt Disney's was, just like Clayton Mask at Infusionsoft, and on and on and on and on. I can name them and name them and name them and name them, but what difference does it make? The only difference it makes is because you can understand there's a process associated with building the platform for your company before you ever begin to design, build, launch, and grow it. You've got to build on something. You've got to build something solid beneath it. You've got to build something emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally stable, emotionally exciting, spiritually moving, in order for you to truly develop the capacity for growth. That capacity for growth is essential. But hear me, it's not in your business, it's not in your work, it's in yourself. Entrepreneurs are born within, they're not born without. Entrepreneurs are born within, they're not born without. That's why I say we've created the only entrepreneurial development school on the planet. We develop entrepreneurs. We don't develop technology. We develop entrepreneurs who then have the wherewithal, the vision, the purpose, the mission, the absolutely feverish desire to ascend higher than anything else anybody has ever done. Walt Disney, when he thought of Disneyland, was thinking of Disneyland in a way nobody had ever thought about an amusement park. Walt Disney was contradictory to the whole idea of an amusement park in those early years, before he began to go outside to raise the capital to fund Disneyland. Can you imagine going out in the street to raise capital to fund Disneyland? Can you imagine what a monstrous task that would be? Can you understand that without a dream, a vision, a purpose, and a mission, he couldn't even begin to communicate the power, the exquisite power of what he was speaking about going to do? And there was nothing there to prove it. There was nothing there to show and tell. He didn't have one. So then he raised the capital afterwards. He raised the capital based upon his dream, his vision, his purpose, and his mission, and his ability to communicate that on the drawing board of his spirited, absolutely compelling life. You too can discover Walt Disney within you. You too can discover why Walt Disney called the great portion of his company that in fact designed, built, launched, and grew all of the Disney extraordinary places throughout the world. He called them Imagineers. It's called today Disney Imagineering. You are, every single one of you are, if you aspire to ascend beyond where you are, every single one of you within the sound of my voice, waiting for your dream, your vision, your purpose, your mission. And it has nothing to do with the money of it. Hear me, please. It has nothing to do with the money of it. It has to do with the magic of it. It has to do with the magic of it. Great entrepreneurs are magicians. Steve Jobs was a great, great magician. Very few people understood Steve Jobs. Very, very few people understood Walt Disney. Very, very, very few people understand an individual who aspires to create something so far beyond anything anyone has ever created before, and then takes on that challenge in a way so few ever do. I'm saying in the work we have done with hundreds of thousands of would-be entrepreneurs since we founded that company in 1977, Nobody came to us with a dream, a vision, a purpose, and a mission. But so many left us with their dream, their vision, their purpose, and their mission intact. Where was it intact? In their heart, in their mind, in the connection between the two. That's where entrepreneurship rings and sings and loves and dances and creates, from the heart, from the magic of the mind, from the connection between your heart and your mind, in a way that so few people understand, that so few people do, that so few people live. That's what our mission has been, to bring that magic to the millions upon millions upon millions of people on the street, people just like you. So no, I can't tell you what it's going to look like when your dream is realized. But what I'm saying is you will. And you will, because we could take you through the process through which dreams come to life. And they come to life in you, not in a training, not in some mechanistic process, not in some software, but in the software of your magical imagination, to discover what it means to truly be an entrepreneur and to walk in the path of these legions of amazing, amazing people. That's what we wish to bring to you. So what's your purpose? Well, our purpose was that for every single small business owner who was attracted to our dream and our vision, and then began to apply it in the way that was so critical for them, they could then, absolutely then, become as successful as a McDonald's franchisee. And some of them as successful as McDonald's itself. Because yes, there's a process behind everything we do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. The dreamer, the thinker, the storyteller, the leader. The dreamer has a dream. The thinker has a vision. The storyteller has a purpose. And the leader has a mission. The 4 distinct personalities within every great entrepreneur, within every single one of you, the dreamer, the thinker, the storyteller, the leader, the Imagineer, as Walt Disney called them. You, every single one of you, deserve a shot at that. Every single one of you deserve a shot at that, to enable you to make certain that you're building the platform, the emotional platform, the physical platform, the visual platform, the financial platform, the existential platform, the spiritual platform, that in fact supports you every step of the way as you go off on your journey to create this stunningly original, whatever it is, that effectively has a dream, has a vision, has a purpose, and now a mission. And what's a mission? Our mission, way back then in 1977, was to invent the business development system at the heart of our dream, our vision, and our purpose. Because ultimately, your dream, your vision, your purpose, and your mission is going to be able to organize the system at the heart of it all. And that system at the heart of our work, that E-Myth system at the heart of our work, that entrepreneurial myth system at the heart of our work, suggested very clearly that most small businesses fail because the people who started them wrong. Every single person we've ever met who started a small business and was stuck in that business that they started, doing it, busy, working their tails off, what is called in the marketplace as sweat equity, being a technician rather than an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a creator. A technician is a doer. And hear me, while you might say to me, but Michael, if I don't do it, it ain't going to get done. Yes, but your true job is to perceive it in its totality, in order so that when you begin to enlist people to work with you, to work for you, to partner on your company, not in your company, you begin to see the very clear magic that connected somebody like Walt Disney, like Steve Jobs, like Oprah Winfrey, and on and on and on and on. They didn't do it all. It got done. But it would not have gotten done had she not had her dream, her vision, her purpose, and her mission. You've heard it said as, what's the why of your business? Well, the why of your business is what I'm really talking about. Hell, we started talking about the why of your business way back then in 1977, was nobody is talking about small business at all. Small business was just a problem waiting to be solved. Small business was simply a bunch of untalented people trying to make a living. Small business was the guy next door and the guy next door to him and the guy next door to her. Small business was just a bunch of little people doing little things, never going to go on and do something beyond what they do. Well, hear me, please hear me. That's small business today. There are fewer small businesses started today than there were 10 years ago. But the small businesses that are started today aren't started by entrepreneurs. Everybody says they are. They've even come up with a name called solopreneur, but they're not entrepreneurs. They're technicians suffering from an entrepreneurial seizure. They've created a company to create a job, to create income. And now to create more income, and then to create more income. So there are multiple devices out there. In fact, Bill talked about so many of them. There are multiple devices over there that make it easier and easier and easier and quicker. In a minute, you can have this. In 3 minutes, you can have that. In 20 minutes, you can have the other. In 40 minutes, oh my God, you have the world. And what I'm saying is, but it's all built on dross. Do you understand what I mean when I say dross? It's all built on an empty stomach. It's all built on an empty mind. It's all built on an empty imagination. It's just stuff. I wish for you to hear that your life means more than just stuff. And everything has a natural amount of time necessary for what you're going to create your life about. You're going to do something just like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. You're going to do something just like Oprah Winfrey has. You're going to do something just like Steve Jobs did. You're going to do something like every great entrepreneur has done, provided you live, breathe, love exactly that comes into your heart and your mind and puts them together toward the great outcome that every single human being on the planet deserves to produce. It's said in Genesis that human beings were born in the image of God. I believe that. But if that's true, and I believe it to be true, that if every single one of us were born in the image of God, that's what a human being is, then every single one of us were born to create. Creators all. Every child that comes on earth was born to create. And then the question becomes, born to create what? And the only conclusion one can reach is born to create a world fit for God. Now hear me, you might say that's religion. I'm not saying it's religion or it's not religion, but the religion of it is irrelevant right now because it wasn't present when God created human beings way back then on the sixth day. And if you go to Genesis, which is the spirited place, you can discover that story. Then you can begin to understand what's missing in our lives. Hear me. I've always said the most important question an entrepreneur in birth can ask is what's missing in this picture? Do you hear me? What's missing in this picture? Every single small business we have been called to look at, every single individual small business owner, the very first question we ask, and then ask it again and again and again, is what's missing in this picture? And what we've discovered is that expression you've heard. I'm sure you've heard it. There's no there. Hear me. There's no there. And what is the there we're talking about? There's no dream. There's no vision. There's no purpose. There's no mission. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, honey. And absolutely the wrong way to start anything. Effectively, every new entrepreneur, as we refer to every one of our students, every one of our clients, every one of our small business owners, every one of our chargers and leaders and wanters and creators and those ascending the mountain of their lives, every single one of them are aspiring entrepreneurs. They know they're not one, but they wish to become one. But not just any entrepreneur, not just that market talk about entrepreneurs, but true creators. And I'm saying you were born to create, every single one of you. I was born to create. I've been creating my entire life, and I've been creating with my creation, both at E-Myth and at the Michael E. Gerber companies and Radical You and everything we're speaking about here with you right now. We've been creating the means through which every single human being who comes to us can say, I want to. And we essentially say, and you can. If you have the will, we have the way. How do I know that way is absolutely the way? It's because we've applied our way to a gazillion small companies who are struggling, pursuing false idols, pursuing false stories, pursuing everything and anything that literally could never take them to where they wish to go, back to the beginning, back to who am I, back to why am I here, back to what is my calling, back to what does it mean to be a human being, fully, richly, creatively. That's what I wish to teach every single one of you. Yes, every single one of you. That's my dream. That's my vision. That's my purpose. That's my mission. To transform the state of small business worldwide by transforming the state of entrepreneurship worldwide, by transforming the state of economic development worldwide. You and I have got just a lot to do. Now we have a lot to do, and we're running out of time because I'm going on 84 on June 20th this year. Yes, I'm an old fart. That's what they call me. But hear me, I've got a heart of a 13-year-old. I got the passion that I had at 19. I've got the absolute existential wisdom to know when I'm off track and when I'm on track. And the only time I'm on track is when I'm serving my dream, my vision, my purpose, and my mission in service to God. And now, to do that, I'm in service to you. And I invite you, every single one of you, to join me in my mission so that it becomes your mission, fused by who you are and who you wish to become. Hear me, that's the sole reason for awakening the entrepreneur within you. The sole and solitary reason to become more human and to serve every other human being in this world. And yes, will you make money? Sure you will. But that's never been the drive that caused anybody to do what they did. Not Oprah, not Steve Jobs, not Bill Gates, not Walt Disney. And on and on and on and on. So I trust you've enjoyed our time. I'm sorry for the technical mishaps. Stuff happens. But here we are, and here we go. And Bill Walsh will share with you what our offer is. And I invite 10 of you to join me in that intense group over the next 10 weeks, so that we can work on your dream, your vision, your purpose, and your mission. And 2 of you are going to be given the opportunity to have me come to your place of business, of course, virtually, because I'm locked freaking down, virtually, for 8 hours to truly take you apart and put you back together again. Anybody there have the unsatiated desire to truly spend that kind of time with me? Hear me. You will never, ever, ever have anybody spend 8 hours with you like you would with me. I want to thank you all. A blessing. Bill Walsh, thank you. It's been a delight being here.
Yeah, you know, Pastor, but if that didn't move you, man, or light you up, the wood is wet. You're done. That was just diving in deep, Michael. Thank you so much. You know, it's kind of funny that we teach at Rainmaker that, you know, if the why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. If the vision's not clear, you'll always spin, right? You got to figure out where you're going, and then you drive the mission, the path, the purpose to then find which we call the systems, because we believe also systems win, people fail. You know, and it's so neat to hear you just dive so deep into that. But I think that's what entrepreneurs need to hear right now more than anything else. You know, and like I do say that, I do believe that systems and tools and processes work, but if the heart of the business is not where it's supposed to be, there's no way to win, and they'll wind up in a place, I know you call it sweat equity, I call it busyville. They're busy going nowhere. They're busy going in a big circle. You know, so if you're listening tonight and this is resonating with you at all, just text E-Myth, E-Myth to 26786. Our team will call you in 48 to 72 hours. They'll interview, see if you're a good fit. And I'll tell you right in advance, the 10-week program is around $10,000, so you've got to be very serious about it. And the 1 day with Michael is around $25,000 for the day. So understand that this is designed for someone that really is serious about it, but you're going to have to also have some money to get rolling. Because I know that Michael cannot give his time away for free, nor would he ever or should he ever. But this is really designed for someone that says, we're at a certain point, we've hit this benchmark, this ceiling, but we want to break through big. And to have someone like that to give you that insight, knowledge, and I thought he said it great, existential wisdom. he's probably forgotten more about growing companies than most people will know. So please make sure you text in right now, E-Myth to 26786 if this resonates with you. Once again, it's E-Myth to 26786. Don't forget the dash on there to be able to spend the day with Michael E. Gerber, priceless. So I can tell you this, we're excited about bringing this message out. You're all part of the first broadcast on Bill Walsh Live, and we're going to have more of these. But I hope this really brought a lot of great information to your heart and to your soul, and I hope that he had the power to speak into you the life that he's led to create and help so many companies around the world. So, Michael, with that, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll bring another Michael on. Michael Silvers back on to finish this thing out. So let me.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Thank you so much, Michael. I got you on there now, buddy.
All right, fantastic. I've changed. Hey, Michael, thank you so much for being on. By the way, it was amazing. We're very blessed. I love it. He was wearing shorts too. Did you see that, Bill?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
All right. Have a good one, Bill.
We got 2 minutes left. You can just close it out and then give me the information.
You got it. So you want to be part of this, everybody. So you know how to get in touch with us. Team, if you can I'll post that up again. This is really for there you go. It's time to do this. These are the people that you want to work with. The reason that Bill and I are where we're at, the reason that Bill has created all this is he had mentors in his life. He had the people who really, so I'm trying to see which way my hair is going. There you go. He had those people that really made a difference. So share this with people you know. It might not be, you might say, well, I'm not sure if it's me, but I know somebody this is for. So make sure they text in E-Myth to 26786. Our team will get with you. We are part of everything that you can create. And we're very excited to have you part of Power Team, what we're creating, what we're doing, and how to create a bigger business for yourself, get your business to where it needs to go. Maybe you've hit that plateau. Michael Gerber is the one who will get you over. Wanted to thank you all for being on. I appreciate it. I'm head of global training for Power Team. If you want to get in touch with us, you want to know more, you want us to really look at anything else we need to look at, you can always text the SBA, that Small Business Advisor, to 26786. You'll get my calendar. I'll invite you to our virtual mastermind, and we will rock and roll. That's SBA to 26786. Do it right now. I'm going to text you right after. That's SBA to 26786. I want to thank everybody for being on. A big shout out to Mr. Bill Walsh and Michael E. Gerber. It's been a great evening. We've enjoyed it so much. Our stream is about to end. Thank you, everybody. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Goodbye, everyone.